2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Well, it's certainly a great opportunity for this player to bounce back in this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Oh, so close.
Putting now for a bogey.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Currently at +1 for the tournament. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Yep, that shot safely on the green.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup. This is... Oh, yeah.
Just hammered that through the line.
11 feet to the cup.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it.
That is a huge sigh of relief there, Luke. Finally gets one to go.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And now this is what can happen when you start up a rivalry with a player of this caliber, now pulling further ahead of his playing partner. What a shot to make. What a drive, look at that.
This shot from the first cut of rough. Going with the 8-iron here.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
This would be a great up and down from this spot.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Such soft hands.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. The first of the par 5s, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Lovely effort, that. And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the pace.
Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
He's got this to halve Justin Thomas.
Ouch, that hurts. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Just didn't drop. This is a bogey putt coming up. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
That's a bit out of shape. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Love watching this player around the greens.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Well, this is a good risk-reward hole. Looks like they're taking plenty of risk here, going for the green. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Putting for an eagle.
Looking great now.
And down she goes from outside the range. He's in a share of 12th place. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
Now he's got this to get ahead of Justin Thomas. I don't think JT is going to be happy if this goes in.
And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, they're now ahead of their rival.
Now 5 strokes behind. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This one looks to be heading towards the green.
A tie for 3rd spot on the leaderboard, up for grabs if he can hold this.
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
And that will take him to 2 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
That one's heading down Broadway. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
13 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Like the look of this one. Beautiful shot. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. And as we step on to the 10th tee, Rich, always good to look back at the 9 holes just played.
Not bad. 2 back with 9 to play. Can't afford any mistakes. Let's see if they can continue pressing on and making birdies. The tempo there was exquisite.
From about 100 yards. He's 2 shots back.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today. Come on, don't be shy.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
From around 140 yards here.
Currently a shot off the lead.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. They're not a bad shot, that one.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Surely it's going to.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. He's currently in a share of top spot.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back 9s.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
He's currently tied for the lead.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And that will drop in for birdie. And that will take him to 6 under. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Oh, well played. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
That dog will hunt.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots.
Leading by a couple after that hole. And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Putting for birdie here.
Oh, what a great stroke. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And let's have another look at that one.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Our current leader is up by 3 shots. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
That's some good golf right there. Playing from around 150 yards here.
Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
And tidy looking shot, that one. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. And down it goes. Now an impressive 9 under par as we head to the stretch.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Ooh, back there, horsey. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. was on a good line. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, what a stroke. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
2 over for the day. Oh, yeah. What a shot that was.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Game of the 7.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
This putt is for a final score of 60. Good looking putt. Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
Well, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They took down a fierce rival, and that's a victory they should be proud of, Henny.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. OK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm so looking forward to following these two players in this group. They've been going back and forth a bit on social media leading up to the event and seem to really want to prove something out on the course today.
Yes, well, I don't want to cop any flack for this one, but Xander's going to kill you softly all around the course. Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
This one's tracking.
Getting off to a great start at this event.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
Taking aim from about 220 yards out. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Ooh, that almost went down. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Yes, they've made it.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Let's head over to Xander Schauffele. That was clinical. Beautifully played. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Left yourself an opportunity. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And now at 3 under overall.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
This one heading into the sand. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Nah, this is so good. The bunker isn't even a trap.
Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. This one has eyes for the hole. Oh, so close. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
And he's down there.
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Going with the 6-iron here. That should find the surface. I've known some good iron players in my day, but you're right up there.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 4 under. Currently has a share of second place. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Here's Xander Schauffele. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. It can often be unpredictable how it comes out of the pine straw. Oh, that's a tad disappointing, finding the branches there. Getting ready to play their third. And just one shot off the lead. How close was that to going down? Opportunity to make their par. Well hold. Let's move on. Currently at -4 overall. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. This putt is for the lead. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
It's time to check on the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
This one's for birdie. Ooh, right by the hole. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Currently in first position. The front 9 at TPC Sawgrass finishes with a par 5, but not easy to get there in 2.
It is not. A big tee shot down the left center is required. Anything out to the right could catch that bunker and even fall into the water over there on the right. If you decide to go for it, you have to hit a fairway metal long iron high over some trees on the left-hand side to a very narrow green. The layup shot out to the right will make that third shot so much easier into this tiny green.
Well, you're going to need to think of your second shot already, because that one's beached. In the bunker, off the tee, got to make up for a mistake. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt. Hey, nice looking line. Gee, that had a chance, didn't it? Putting for par.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Well, here we have it, Rich. This player's tied for the lead with the back 9 to play.
Every player wants to be in this position. I can promise you that. Let's see how they perform over this final 9 and if they can get the job done.
Nicely done. Sitting at 5 under par in their round, in a share of the lead. That got a little out of control, I think.
Shocking, a missed green in regulation.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
A par putt awaits.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Sitting at 5 under for the day.
Currently tied for first place.
Time now for the 4th shot.
He shares the lead.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Your 9-foot chance here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Looking good. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will move him to 6 under par. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in 1. But watch out, if you hit in the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And that should secure the par on this one. Currently at 6 under par overall. Plenty of trouble around this golf course. The 14th, the par 4, represents a number of that.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, that was handy holding out from there.
Oh, went from the outhouse to the penthouse with that chip in.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Oh, this looks pure.
Well, this player's got some courage. What a time to step up and make back-to-back birdies.
Ooh, this is getting fun, isn't it?
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
It's a brave one. Driver off the deck.
Oh, absolutely flushed.
And here we are with the third shot.
Currently tied for the lead.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Putt is underway.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That's tiny. This putt is 16 feet to the hole.
Looking good.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
They're in the bunker. Got a chance to get up and down. Wow. Well, how about the concentration to pull that shot off? And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. When you feel like you've survived the 17th, you stand on the 18th tee and you think to yourself, where do I hit this?
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
That was an outstanding start by this player, Rich, and they've gone on to victory. What a way to win.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Anytime you take on a player like Brooke Henderson, you want to bring your best here, Rich. Second shot here on the first.
All right, bold. I like this play.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Two big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. That was a gallant attempt. This putt coming up is for birdie. Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
He finds himself currently tied for 5th. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot, you want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
From around 170 yards here. Opting for the 6-iron.
That's a tad wayward, not quite finding the surface. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
It's been a little up and down, but she's just one stroke back from her rival.
Let's get back to it, shall we? This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. There it is. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
Opting for the 9-iron.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing against a multiple major champion here. Just firing off approach shots like that. Wow.
And back to the play, shall we? This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, how about that one? Currently a couple under for the round.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The 4th hole, the first of the par 3s on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
And this putt is to move into a share for the lead. Nice line. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And the putt drops, and we're moving on.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Birdied their last hole.
And down she goes.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
And there it is. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Needs this to kick a bit left.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Okay, let's get back to the action. Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. It's got a chance. Never mind. Go and tap it in. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
And he finds himself in a tie for third. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Looks like that one left some meat on the bone, Beamer. A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
Little birdie look in here. This has a real chance.
Well, that was a beauty. That had eyes for the whole way. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par.
Moments like that deserve another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Just one off the lead after that hole.
Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
From around 120 yards here, 1 stroke off the lead. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
This one is right down the pipe.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
Surely it's going to.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Well, a lovely position for this player, Rich. Tied for the lead as they make the turn.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
That should find the cut stuff. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Looking good so far.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take him to 6 under.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. And you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Pretty good shot there.
Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
This is Brooke Henderson.
Big time play, that one. At the right time, too.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
This putt to get to 7 under the card. This one's online. That's inside the range. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And now that finds him in 1st place. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Well struck. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 150 yards. Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
That was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
Now 2 shots up after that one. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Opting for the 5-iron. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
This one's looking good.
A well holed. He'll take the birdie. Still in the lead now after that hole. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker. Fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Currently leading by 3.
Yeah, that was a safe play.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Let's return to live play now. Oh, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Oh, that's frustrating. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
This is what they have left for par here.
This one's tracking. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. That's 9 under par for the round. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Ooh. It's just about 3 feet away. A well hold. Now an impressive 9 under par with just a few holes remaining.
And with just a slim lead with 4 holes to go, do they have what it takes to get the job done?
Well, as you enter the dreaded snake pit here at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich, you know where you stand on the 16th tee.
This tee shot forces your hand. You must take it down the right-hand side in order to have a good look at this green for your second shot. Any misses out to the left, you're going to find the trees in all sorts of trouble.
That was a bit of a miscue.
And coming up well short.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
And back to the course with the live action.
And here we are with the third shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
Ooh, that almost went down. And this putt coming up for his par.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Currently 3 strokes up after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The final hole of the snake pit, an uphill par 3. Again, 210+ yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
This one needs to kick left. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Ouch, that hurts.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. That's well holed.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Here's Brooke Henderson. Well played.
What an outstanding bunker shot. What a play. Great shot. Nicely done.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. We've made our way to the final tee here of Innisbrook's Copperhead course, and Rich, no real reprieve.
Not at all. Tee shots have to favor the right-hand side, staying short of those bunkers down the right. The bunkers on the left will see a lot of action, and good luck getting it on the green from there. This green is probably one of the nastiest on the golf course, as it's got a severe tilt from back to front and left to right as well. This is truly one of the best par 4 finishing holes on the PGA Tour.
And this putt is for a final score of 61. Go in. And there's your Valspar Championship champion, Rich. What a week.
Absolutely. Great playing all week long. Must say it was a hard-fought but well-earned victory.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And Rich, they did it. A slim lead going into that back 9, and yet they pulled out the win.
This player stepped up when they needed it the most. That part of it is probably the most impressive thing to me, how they kept everybody else at bay.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.